Facebook stories to grow your online business, what to use it for, and how we're gonna cover in this video. Welcome back to my channel, Lenka Kaclova from growwithlenka.com, helping you hit your online breakthrough. Today we're talking about Facebook stories and how you can use it to grow your business. But before we get into it, if you are brand new, never seen me before, this is the first time here, then this channel is about online business, how to make money online, and everything that you need to hit your online breakthrough. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell button to get notified when new videos are out. Make sure you grab pen and paper because I'm gonna give you golden nuggets as far as Facebook stories and how you can use it to grow your business, because this tool is a gold mine. You want to make sure that you use Facebook stories on daily habits. It's continuous. They work in a way they actually disappear in 24 hours. It's something that will not flood your feed on Facebook. It's the same way how it works on Instagram. There have been a few changes that simplified the usage, but the tool itself, it's simple, fast, and free, organic free reach for your business. Facebook stories have actually started last year. It's been used for quite some time on Snapchat, on Instagram, so people knew what they're getting into. It's made for a mobile usage. You can actually add stories through your laptops as well, but most of the people take selfies or what they eat or their daily activities and they post it through their stories. So it's attached to your phone. With combination of Facebook stories and Facebook Messenger, this tool is a gold mine for your business. How does it work and where you can find it? When you are on your computer, it's on your feed, and after you can also find it on the Facebook profile, because right now your profile picture is a circle, and around it, when you have uploaded a public Facebook story, people can actually watch your story through your Facebook profile. Something that we know from Instagram, because there when you visit someone's page, someone's profile, you actually see the same circle around profile picture and you can watch their stories. So that's one way, computer, on mobile. Also, you have it on the Facebook profile, on the Facebook feed, but also you can enter Facebook Messenger and see the stories there. You have circles around profile pictures of people that you want to talk to that are either active or not. You look them up, you can see a circle around their profile picture, or there will be a new update right now that is rolling out of Messenger. There will be a people tab, and directly you'll have those rectangles of stories that you know from your Facebook feed. It will be in that People's tab, so you can watch stories there as well. And it's free organic reach. Once you actually upload a new story, you immediately move in front of everyone whose stories are ordered. That means it's still chronological. When you keep the information coming to your audience every 3-4 hours, you'll be all the time in front of their eyes. But don't spam it. I'm gonna show you how this tool can be an absolute game changer as far as getting more business. Probably from branding on Facebook, you know that only sharing the business tips, the social media tips, that will not give you any sales, maybe not even engagement. The reason for that is people don't know really you. They have to get to know you personally. Are you a parent? What kind of person are you? Do I want to work with you if I watch your profile? And stories are a perfect way to do that, because if you post to Facebook once or twice and you don't do enough videos and you want to mix up your content as far as maybe entertaining content as well as personal and educational, then it is maybe hard to fit it into just 7 to maybe up to 14 posts a week. Facebook stories, on the other hand, you can post as much as you want. So let people inside your life, who you are, what you like, what are your hobbies. Don't be afraid to share it. What you're reading right now, what you're listening to. Have you bought some audiobook lately? Use it to grow your engagement, to start a conversation and use it right away. So many people use Facebook stories the wrong way. If you keep that continuous, constant flow of new stories, that means you are in front of people all the time. And they are disappearing in 24 hours. So you want to make sure there's always something to watch about you. Just if you're engaging, if you have piece of content and people see that circle around your profile picture, they know you have a story now. They will go watch. So make sure there is always something to watch and you use it right away. So we actually start a conversation with that person. And since it's disappearing, people know that urgency. They get used to your stories as something worth always watching, something that keeps them excited. If you are creative, they know the urgency that it's gonna disappear. And if you're good, they will actually look you up. What's new on your stories? So how to start a conversation? You know, what people use it for is mostly just nice selfies, but it doesn't go anywhere from there. There's no call to action. There's no interaction. If you just have a nice selfie with a nice background, you know, you're gonna put a little heart there. It's beautiful, but it doesn't start a conversation. It's not helpful. And if you want to monetize this feature, you will need to change the way you use it a little bit. So our goal is no longer just more views, maybe, and more engagement. Our goal now is monetization of Facebook stories. Right now, hit the like below this video. Hit the like if you want to learn how to use Facebook stories to grow your business and get more sales, start more conversations, and more conversions. I want you to smash that like button right now. So who wants to know how to use Facebook stories as lead generation tool? There is one major thing that you need to understand. People choose to watch your stories. They choose to click on your stories and watch it. It's not that Facebook is showing your audience your post. They chose to click on the story and view what you have to say. That is so important. One of the goals is, of course, brand awareness. And now, how to create that conversation? It's simple as using different features on that story. Try a poll, asking a simple question and giving them 2 answer options. That creates a conversation. You may be even asking, have we ever talked before? Because a lot of people, when they're building online business, when they're building, let's say, affiliate and network marketing, what they tend to do is add friends. Maybe a lot of people, a lot of requests are coming. You have lots of mutual friends and you just add those people because you see you have hundreds of people in mutual. I have seen so many people do that, actually adding friends without having a conversation with them first. So you haven't talked to a lot of friends that you have on your friend list. And this can help you find those people. Have we ever talked before? And yes or no. Everyone that says no, you better start the conversation. Hi, how come we've never talked before? I've seen your answer on my story. That wasn't hard, right? Maybe I'm thinking about buying a new book, this one or this one. Which one do you recommend? And start conversation with both sides. Thank you for engaging on my story. Have you read that book? How was it? What do you want me to do a video on? This topic or this topic? What do you like to do more in the morning? Meditate or exercise? Get creative. And first you will find out something about your audience. So if you're selling some kind of product, that can help you get the answer, or it can help you just engage them with you, get to know you. You can really educate, motivate, get people get to know you and I think that you want, and you can go crazy because something that you would not post on your feed so people don't get maybe annoyed or offended or something that should not be really there, it can be on your stories, but be smart with it. And imagine each and every person on your team would do that. So if you find this training valuable, share this video and teach people about how to use stories right so they can grow their businesses. If every single person on your team would make this a new habit, actually post a few times a day, smart posts on Facebook stories, and they would start a conversation with so many people a day, how would that change your business? Because people always say, how do I find people? Where do I find people to talk to? It doesn't have to be always those new people. It can be those who are interested in you. You can see who watched your story. And if you every single evening after your work or when kids go to bed, reply to people that have seen your Facebook stories, how many conversations would that be every single day? If you every weekend go through Facebook posts that you have made and look up, let's say, the most engaged one that most people engaged on, and go through the likes, go through the comments, write down each and every person that has engaged with you and start a conversation with them, what would that do to your business? Teach that to your team. Share this video and teach this to your team. Your goal should not be posting links, not in your posts and not in your stories. First, you don't control who really clicked it, who looked at your website, where did they go. You want to keep control. So if you know the interest, if you know the problems, and with a conversation, it's just a matter of time before that person says what the problem is. It's just a matter of time. If that person is brand new and this is your first conversation, there's a chance, if you don't have the authority and brand built online and they don't have the natural respect, that they will not tell you what the problem is. Sometimes it happens on the first conversation, sometimes it doesn't. But if you keep digging deeper and building that relationship, that person will tell you what the problem is. Something that they may not know even about right now. But with the right question, you can get it out. It can be financial, it can be personal, it can be health, but there's always something that person wants to work on. And guess what? That's where the conversation transforms into conversion, because you have a solution and you can be really direct. If the conversation just goes for the pitch, that kills the relationship, that kills the whole conversation and the connection. You can be definitely direct when it's someone that you know. It doesn't matter if you know that person for a long time or this is like really the first conversation. Some people don't like that, but you can have a direct approach. If that person says, I'm not open, completely fine, and you continue building that relationship. But if you really have something in common, something you like about that person, you have a reason why this is the right fit, why you think that that would be a perfect fit for them, then you can say something you have in common, something that will mean something to that person, and be direct with your message. Why are you connecting? Why do you want to send this message at this time? Now, one tip with Facebook stories, it helps your algorithm. When you are in that conversation, also want to connect on really some long-term, I would call it, level, because when you are in that conversation, you can actually ask that person, are you following me? Make sure you turn on the notifications so we actually see each other's videos and lives and posts, and we can support our journeys. So you see each other. Tell them to turn on those notifications and do the same for them. Also, there are some of those tips like liking a profile picture that will help the algorithm to really boost the reach, and that person will see the post. So how this really helps? In order to build an online business, you need to build audience, engage your audience, and you can sell to your audience when they know, like, and trust you. What I really like is a formula I've heard that you have to network, engage, solve, and taproot. That really is another way how you can have a formula to grow that business. When you are networking, starting a conversation, and stories are a perfect way to do that, all you have to do is really comment the stories, and it goes directly to that person's message. And you have started a conversation, and try to have it not just a nice picture, but try to have it with a question so that that person can answer and you have a conversation starter. With your stories, make polls, ask questions, and make sure that your stories have call to actions that will get the person to engage and actually have an answer, or at least thank them for the like, thank them that they have seen the picture. I've seen that you have seen my Facebook story, and start a conversation, ask a question. The stories itself are free conversation starters. You don't have to look for people, they are there. Use your engagement, your posts, and your stories. See who's actually engaging and start conversations with them, and not any of those awkward ones. You can react to their post, you can react to their stories, or just by thank you for the support. How are you today? What are you up to? What are you working on? Not only all of these help your engagement, your reach on Facebook to more people, more audience, and you have more eyeballs on your offer, and you have more eyeballs on you, but also it starts that conversation. And from that conversation where you do not sell, where you are not pitching, the conversation where you genuinely care and trying to listen, you ask and listen, zip it, but that person tell you where is that place where you can help. And if you are one of those runners, there are people like that don't like really long conversations. I'm actually one of them. It can be really simple. What you're working on these days, and you go straight to business. You can be talking about what that person is doing, what you're doing, and how you can cooperate, find something to work on together. It doesn't always have to be business. It can be, you can collaborate on some interviews and, you know, introduce each other to your audience. Again, more eyeballs on you. It's a win-win situation. Use Facebook story as your lead generation tool. People chose to watch you, so talk to them and make an effort yourself. Be engaged with other people's stories, start conversations, and turn those conversations into conversions. Don't just go for the conversion, but first start a conversation so you have that person not only engaged, but you are building that know, like, and trust factor even in that first conversation. And you can turn that conversation into conversion, even first one. But that comes with an experience. The more conversations you have, the better feeling when is the time you'll have. Some people will like you, some people won't. That's completely fine. There are 2 billion people just on Facebook. So really hope this was helpful. Below in the description box of this video, you have a Facebook link to my page. If you want to connect, feel free to send me a message, send me a friend request, and I'm looking forward to support you and your stories and have a conversation. And I'm looking forward to talking to you tomorrow.